The British royal family is popular for their grace and overall composure in the public eye. This is an approach that has elevated them above everyone else over the years. But have you ever wondered what might happen if they're proven to be as clumsy as other common people? Join us as we explore some shocking revelations made by Prince Harry. King Charles III, born Charles Philip Arthur George on November 14, 1948 at Buckingham Palace, London, is the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. As the first grandchild of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, his birth was a momentous event, heralding the future continuation of the Windsor dynasty. His christening, a traditional and elaborate ceremony, took place on December 15, 1948, in the music room at Buckingham Palace, attended by his grandparents and other significant members of the royal family. Charles's early education began at home under the tutelage of his governess, Catherine Peebles. Known by the members of the royal family as Mipsy, Peebles was a Scottish woman who played a crucial role in the early intellectual development of the young prince. The curriculum was rigorous, emphasizing the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic, along with an introduction to history and geography. This period was critical in laying the foundation for Charles' future education and his understanding of his role in the British monarchy. In 1956, at the age of 8, Prince Charles attended Hill House School in West London, making history as the first heir apparent to be educated outside the palace. Founded by Stuart Townend, Hill House was known for its progressive educational approach, which complemented the foundational knowledge Charles had gained from his governess. A year later, in 1957, Charles transferred to Cheam School, a preparatory school in Berkshire with a reputation for academic excellence and strict discipline. Here he participated in a broad curriculum that included sports, music and drama, further broadening his educational experience. Cheam's structured environment and high standards were instrumental in shaping Charles's character, instilling in him the values of discipline and perseverance. In 1962, Charles moved on to Gordonstoun, a rigorous boarding school in Scotland founded by Kurt Hahn. Gordonstoun was known for its emphasis on physical endurance, personal responsibility, and community service, all of which played a significant role in Charles' development. Although he faced challenges, including homesickness and the school's demanding regime, these experiences fostered resilience and independence. Charles also spent 2 terms in 1966 at Timber Top, a remote outpost of the Geelong Grammar School in Melbourne, Australia, which further tested his endurance and adaptability. Breaking royal tradition, Prince Charles attended university rather than joining the armed forces directly after school. In 1967, he enrolled at Trinity College, Cambridge, where he studied archaeology and anthropology in his first year, switching to history for the remainder of his degree. Cambridge provided Charles with a broader perspective and a deeper understanding of historical contexts, which would be invaluable in his future role as king. During his time at Cambridge, he also spent a term at the University College of Wales in Aberystwyth, studying Welsh language and history, which highlighted his commitment to understanding the diverse cultures within the United Kingdom. Following his university education, Prince Charles underwent military training, beginning with the Royal Air Force. In March 1971, he started his training as a jet pilot at RAF Cranwell. Completing his training with distinction, Charles then embarked on a naval career, enrolling in the Britannia Royal Naval College, Dartmouth, in September 1971. Charles's naval service included several notable appointments and commands. He served on the guided missile destroyer HMS Norfolk and 2 frigates, HMS Minerva and HMS Jupiter. In 1974, he qualified as a helicopter pilot and joined the 845 Naval Air Squadron, operating from the commando carrier HMS Hermes. His naval career culminated in his command of the coastal minehunter HMS Bronington in 1976. This varied military experience not only equipped Charles with leadership and practical skills, but also connected him with various branches of the British Armed Forces. From an early age, Prince Charles was acutely aware of his future role as king. His grooming for the throne involved a blend of formal education, military training, and practical experience in public service. Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip played pivotal roles in preparing their son, ensuring he was well versed in statecraft and royal duties. Charles's grooming also included extensive travel and engagement with diverse cultures and global leaders. His official duties began in earnest in the 1970s. representing the Queen at various state functions and ceremonies, both domestically and internationally. These experiences were invaluable in developing his diplomatic skills and understanding of global affairs. In 1976, Charles founded the Prince's Trust, a charitable organisation aimed at improving the lives of disadvantaged young people in the UK. This initiative underscored his commitment to public service and his dedication to making a tangible difference in society. The Trust has since helped over 1 million young people with practical and financial support, embodying Charles' vision of empowering individuals to reach their potential. Throughout his life, Charles has taken on a multitude of public duties. As the Prince of Wales, he became a patron or president of over 400 organisations, advocating for causes ranging from environmental conservation to architecture, from interfaith dialogue to the preservation of traditional arts and crafts. His commitment to the environment has been particularly notable. Charles has been a vocal advocate for sustainable living and combating climate change long before these issues gained widespread public attention. In 1981, Prince Charles married Lady Diana Spencer in a ceremony that captivated the world. The couple had 2 sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, who are second and third in line to the throne, respectively. However, the marriage faced numerous challenges, leading to their separation in 1992 and eventual divorce in 1996. The tragic death of Princess Diana in 1997 was a profound personal and public loss, deeply affecting Charles and the entire royal family. In 2005, Charles married Camilla Parker Bowles, now Queen Consort. This marriage, initially controversial due to Camilla's relationship with Charles during his marriage to Diana, has since been accepted by the public. Camilla has taken on her role with grace and dedication, supporting Charles in his royal duties. But for Harry, this fact seems to still be an open wound that has pushed the shocking revelations that he has made about his father and the royal family. Upon the death of Queen Elizabeth II on September 8, 2022, Charles ascended to the throne, becoming King Charles III. His long apprenticeship, spanning over 7 decades, has uniquely prepared him for this role. As king, Charles brings a wealth of experience, a deep understanding of public service, and a clear vision for the future of the monarchy. King Charles III has articulated a vision of a slimmed-down modernised monarchy focusing on core duties and engagements. He aims to continue the legacy of his mother while also addressing contemporary issues such as environmental sustainability, social justice, and global diplomacy. His reign promises to balance tradition with innovation, ensuring the relevance of the British monarchy in the 21st century. No doubt, King Charles's life has been quite eventful and interesting, but it has gotten more interesting in the past few months, following Harry's revelation that immediately changes the outlook on the royal family, particularly King Charles. Before we go into these revelations, let's see what Harry has been up to since becoming a member of the royal family. Prince Harry, born Henry Charles Albert David on September 15, 1984, at St Mary's Hospital in Paddington, London, is the younger son of King Charles III and the late Princess Diana. Growing up in the royal family, Harry was third in line to the British throne at the time of his birth, following his father and older brother, Prince William. Harry's early years were marked by a mix of public attention and personal challenges. Despite the intense media scrutiny, Princess Diana endeavoured to provide her sons with as normal an upbringing as possible, taking them to amusement parks, fast food restaurants, and homeless shelters. Tragically, Princess Diana died in a car accident in Paris in 1997 when Harry was just 12 years old, a loss that profoundly affected him. Prince Harry's education began at Mrs. Minor's nursery school in West London and continued at Wetherby School, also in London. Like his brother, he then attended Ludgrove School in Berkshire. In 1998, Harry enrolled at Eton College, one of the most prestigious schools in the United Kingdom, where he completed his education in 2003. Following his education, Prince Harry took a gap year, during which he travelled to Australia and Lesotho, participating in various charity projects. In May 2005, he entered the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, embarking on a military career that would last a decade. Commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Blues and Royals, Harry quickly demonstrated his dedication and capability. In 2007, Harry served in Afghanistan as a forward air controller for 10 weeks, before being withdrawn when a media leak put his unit at risk. He returned to Afghanistan in 2012 to 2013 as an Apache helicopter co-pilot and gunner, a role that allowed him to actively engage in combat operations. Prince Harry's military service earned him respect and provided him with a sense of purpose and camaraderie. Beyond his military career, Prince Harry has been deeply involved in charitable work. In 2006, he co-founded Sendabal, a charity aimed at helping children affected by HIV/AIDS in Lesotho. The organisation reflects Harry's commitment to continuing his mother's legacy of compassion and humanitarianism. In 2014, Harry launched the Invictus Games, an international adaptive multi-sport event for wounded, injured or sick armed services personnel and veterans. Inspired by his own experiences and the Warrior Games in the United States, the Invictus Games have been held in various countries, providing a platform for recovery and rehabilitation through sports. On May 19, 2018, Prince Harry married Meghan Markle, an American actress, in a ceremony held at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. The event was a global spectacle, celebrated for its modernity and inclusivity. The couple welcomed their first child, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, on May 6, 2019, and their daughter, Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, on June 4, 2021. The circumstances surrounding his mother's death continue to haunt Harry and have changed his outlook on life and the public spectacle that the royal lifestyle comes with. Consequently, in January 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan announced their decision to step back as senior members of the royal family. This unprecedented move was driven by their desire for financial independence and a more private life away from the relentless scrutiny of the British tabloids. Subsequently, they relocated to North America, first to Canada and then to California, where they established their new life. The couple's departure from royal duties was formalized in March 2020, a movie that involved giving up their HRH titles and public funding. Since then, Harry and Meghan have focused on various business ventures, including securing deals with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify and founding Archwell, a non-profit organization dedicated to humanitarian projects and creative media ventures. Prince Harry has been vocal about mental health issues, drawing from his own struggles and experiences. In 2016, he, along with Prince William and Kate Middleton, launched the Heads Together campaign to challenge mental health stigma and promote open conversations. Harry's candidness about his own mental health journey, including the impact of his mother's death and the pressures of royal life, has resonated with many and contributed to a broader dialogue on mental well-being. In 2021, Harry participated in the Apple TV Plus series, The Me You Can't See, co-created with Oprah Winfrey, where he discussed his mental health challenges in depth and advocated for a more compassionate and supportive approach to mental health care. His marriage to Meghan Markle and their subsequent move to North America represents a significant shift in his life, allowing him to carve out a new path focused on advocacy, family, and independence. Through it all, Harry continues to honor his mother's legacy while forging his own unique identity within and beyond the British royal family. Now let's look at the revelations that he made about the royal family that have everyone talking. The marriage between King Charles III and Lady Diana Spencer was initially seen as a fairy tale romance, but soon turned tumultuous, with talks of infidelity, public scrutiny, and personal struggles. Their relationship began with a whirlwind courtship, and they were married on July 29, 1981, in a globally televised ceremony at St. Paul's Cathedral. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly perfect union lay deep-seated issues that would eventually lead to their separation and divorce. Central to the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage was his long-standing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. Charles and Camilla had dated in the early 1970s, but did not marry then, and she wed Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973. Despite their respective marriages, Charles and Camilla maintained a close friendship that eventually rekindled into a romantic affair. Diana was aware of the relationship and famously remarked in a 1995 BBC Panorama interview, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." This admission confirmed the rumours that had circulated for years, placing Charles' infidelity at the centre of their marital discord. By the late 1980s, Charles and Diana were leading largely separate lives. Their public appearances, often marred by visible tension, failed to mask their private unhappiness. In December 1992, Prime Minister John Major announced their formal separation to the House of Commons. The separation allowed both parties to pursue their interests more freely, but it did not end the public and media scrutiny. The couple's divorce was finalised on August 28, 1996. Diana retained her title, Princess of Wales, but was no longer addressed as Her Royal Highness. She continued her charitable work and maintained a strong public presence until her tragic death in a car accident in Paris on August 31, 1997. Following Diana's death, Charles and Camilla gradually made their relationship public. Despite initial resistance and controversy, their relationship gained acceptance over time. The couple married in a civil ceremony at Windsor Guildhall on April 9, 2005, with the Queen's approval signifying official recognition of their union. This clearly might have fueled the discord that exists between King Charles and Prince Harry to this day. Camilla took on the title of the Duchess of Cornwall, opting not to use the title Princess of Wales out of respect for Diana's memory. She has since been an active member of the royal family, supporting numerous charities and accompanying Charles on official duties. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away on September 8, 2022, Charles ascended to the throne and Camilla became Queen Consort. This title change was a significant milestone, reflecting her acceptance and the evolving nature of the British monarchy. Prince Harry has been vocal about his struggles and family dynamics in his two memoirs, Spare and Finding Freedom. Through these books, Harry offers a candid glimpse into his life, detailing his relationship with his father, King Charles III, and painting a picture of a complex, often strained bond characterized by a lack of emotional support, particularly during his most vulnerable moments. One of the most touching revelations in Harry's books is the profound impact of his mother, Princess Diana's death, and the subsequent lack of emotional support from his father. Harry describes feeling isolated and unsupported in the immediate aftermath of the tragedy. He recalls how, at just 12 years old, he was expected to maintain a stoic front even as he grappled with his grief. The overwhelming public scrutiny and the pressure to conform to royal protocols left him feeling abandoned at a critical time when he needed parental guidance and comfort the most. Also, Harry's experiences in the military, particularly his 2 tours in Afghanistan, left him with deep emotional scars. He openly discusses his struggles with PTSD and the difficulty of transitioning back to civilian life. In his memoirs, Harry expresses disappointment in the lack of understanding and support from his father upon his return. Despite King Charles's own military background, Harry felt that his father failed to recognize the severity of his trauma and the need for comprehensive mental health support. Harry details his attempts to seek help and the inadequate responses he received from his father and other senior royals. He describes feeling misunderstood and stigmatized for his mental health struggles, exacerbating his sense of isolation. This perceived neglect further strained his relationship with Charles, as Harry felt his father prioritized royal duties and public image over genuine familial support. In his memoirs, Harry includes several personal anecdotes that highlight King Charles's more human, sometimes unkingly, behaviors. One particularly memorable story involves Charles' habit of hauling remotes, especially when details that seemed not to be in favor of the royal family were aired. This presents a side of the royal family that many never knew existed, showing them guilty of some behaviors considered beneath them. These accounts, while often humorous, underscore the disconnect between the public's perception of royalty and the private realities of their lives. Through these stories, Harry aims to demystify the royal family, showing that they, too, grapple with ordinary challenges and frustrations. Prince Harry's revelations about King Charles in his memoirs provide a nuanced portrayal of their relationship, marked by emotional distance and a lack of adequate support during critical periods of Harry's life. The candid depiction of his struggles following his mother's death and his battles with PTSD after his military service reveals a royal family often ill-equipped to handle personal crises. Additionally, the inclusion of everyday anecdotes about Charles highlights the contrast between public expectations and private realities, offering a more humanized view of the monarchy. Through his writings, Harry seeks to shed light on the complexities and shortcomings of his royal upbringing, advocating for a more compassionate and understanding approach to mental health and family dynamics within the royal institution. Lately, the news about King Charles's battle with cancer has cast a wave of uncertainty on the future of the throne. Our hearts go out to the family as we hope he comes out of the struggle,